So,
Adar, can you keep your face in front of the mic? Yeah, yeah,
okay.
that's perfect. That's
Okay.
perfect. And I want to tell all the students, बेटा आपको भैया इंग्लिश में बोल रहे हैं, हो सकता है आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आए, लेकिन इससे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. स्टार्टिंग में किसी को समझ में नहीं आता, बट आप जब सुनने लगोगे ना, आपको 1 घंटे बाद सब कुछ समझ में आने लगेगा धीरे धीरे. ये मेरा गारंटी है. Over to you, Adil. Keep your mouth in front of the camera so that you are audible more. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So we okay. So we can start with the story. The name of the story is The Magical Glasses. So yeah. So okay. First of all, I'll ask a question. What all things can you observe from the figure that is shown in the screen right now? So you can see a glass, and inside glass you can see many things. So can anyone guess what this story will be about, or what all things are you going to learn today, or yeah, something like that? Anyone can answer. Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
can I talk in Hindi?
Yeah, okay, sure, sure. Pranjali, yeah. You can
इस
talk in Hindi, yeah, no problem.
इस ग्लास में हमें अजीब और गजीब दिख रहे हैं.
हाँ.
वो कैटरपिलर जैसे कुछ.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I will tell what I see in this picture. In the left side of the glass, I can see a tail of a tiger, and in the right side, I can see something like that is like a fin of a fish or something. Fin means the something like you can see right, the small the wings of the fish, the side wings of the fish. Those things are called fins, or the end of the tail. So I can observe it like an end of a tail. And as Pranjali told, Pranjali thought the person behind that is something like a caterpillar. So all these are good observation. So from this, I think that this story is something about animals and all. And yesterday also we learned about animals, about the pufferfish, how crab and the starfish octopus helped the pufferfish reach back to his house. So this story is somewhat related to that. But yesterday's story was very simple. It was our first class itself. So I made the story very simple. So this is our second class. So this class will be something like, the story is also easy itself. So along with the story, there will be many activities and all. So yeah, let's move on to the story. So here, okay, in the story, yeah, I'll read the first paragraph and I'll explain from there. Okay, Tejas, look at what I have made. Miriam tells her brother. Oh ho, what is this? Asks Tejas. The tiger does not live in the snow. How silly. So from the picture, you can see that Miriam and her brother are doing something in the garden, and Miriam drew a picture in which tiger is standing in a she drew a picture in which tiger is in snow. So Tejas, so Miriam showed the picture to Tejas, her brother, and asked this as how this picture is. So Tejas was like, how can tiger live in the snow? So in India and all, we all see tiger living in forest and all, but we don't see tiger living in snow, right? So yeah, grr, it does, says Miriam. There is a tiger in Russia that lives and hunts in the snow. Is that so? Says Tejas. Let's check it out. Pass me my magic glasses, Miriam. So Tejas was confused that how can a tiger live in the snow? So Tejas always sees tiger in forest and all. So he was amazed by seeing tiger in the snow. So Miriam told that there is a tiger in Russia that lives and hunts in the snow. So Tejas was like, is that so? So both Tejas had a magical glass in which if you if you can go to any part of the globe and you can see and observe the animals there. So you can understand it much better from the next slides also. So yeah, okay. So Tejas looked through his magical glasses and he said that, "Oh, you are right, Miriam." He said, "I can see the tiger. It is furrier. Maybe because it is so cold there." So Tejas told that, "You are right. Tigers can also live in the snow." So when Tejas looked through his magical glasses, he could see the tiger and he also observed the tiger and told that it is furrier. What does furrier means? So as you can see in the peach color box at the bottom, furry means lots of soft hair. So if you have closely observed Indian tiger, mostly known as Bengal tigers have much less fur on their body. So but the tiger that Tejas observed through the magical glasses had more fur on its body. So the first observation Tejas made was it is furrier. It is furrier means it has lots of soft hair on his body. So he he thought that Kamlakar, can you mute your mic? Yeah, sure. Okay. So yeah. So Tejas thought that it was so furrier because it is so cold there. So Miriam told that there is a tiger that lives in Russia, which lives in snow, which lives in snow, right? So as it lives in snow, as Tejas observed through magical glasses, he came to know that it is furrier, and he thought that it was more furrier because it is so cold there in Russia. So the Siberian tiger is different from the Bengal tiger you find in India, though though they look similar, says Miriam. So Miriam, sister of Tejas, she knows more about animals and all. So she knew more facts about animals, and she told that the Siberian tiger is different from the Bengal tiger that you find in India. So the first observation they made was the Siberian tiger was more furrier than the Bengal tiger. But both of the tiger look similar, right? So if you see a Bengal tiger or a
Excuse me,
Siberian
sir.
tiger, yeah,
Excuse
both.
me, sir.
Yes.
संग्राम बेटा तुझा माईक ऑफ कर बरा. खूप जास्त डिस्टर्ब होतोय बेटा. संग्राम तुझा माईक ऑफ ठेव बेटा. ओके सर, कंटिन्यू.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So although the Siberian tiger and the Bengal tiger look similar, there are some difference between the Siberian and Bengal tiger. So Miriam told that it only lives in one part of the world. Just like we love our own home, each animal also love its own special home and does not like other places, says Tejas. So the thing is that Siberian tiger lives in that part of the region and it only lives in that part. Bengal tiger lives in India, mostly the Bengal region. Siberian tiger lives in Russia and Siberia, that region. So Tejas told that it only lives in one part of the world. So, and just like we love our own home, each animal also love its own special home. So this statement you can also means you can also connect that statement to the yesterday story also. Yesterday, as the pufferfish was stuck inside the tide pool, it wanted to go back to its home, that is the sea. So it likes its home and it wanted to go back to its home. It does not want to stay inside the tide pool. So just like that, the Siberian tiger likes its home and it always stays in that part of the world. Bengal tiger likes its home. It always stays in Bengal region or that part of the world. So yeah. And as Tejas says that if each animal loves its own special home and does not like other places. So yeah, so as you can see in the page color box, nearby furry they wrote it as ADJ. ADJ means adjective. So adjective means it is like a word. Kamlakar Bhagat, can you mute your mic? Yeah, it is somewhat noisy. Okay.
Eh, naku na.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So in the bracket of the word furry, they have written ADJ. ADJ means adjective, and adjective is a word that is used to describe another word. So I'll say uh, a something like a boy. So if you add a word like intelligent boy, that intelligent is the adjective there. So intelligent is the word that we use to describe that boy, right? So intelligent is a word that we use to describe that boy. So that intelligent is called adjective. Here, Kamlakar Bhagat, can you mute your mic? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, intelligent is the word that is used to describe that boy. So intelligent boy means intelligent is the adjective there. Yeah, intelligent is the adjective there, and here, Teja says that the tiger is furrier. Furrier means furrier is a word that is used to describe that tiger, right? So furrier is an adjective. Furry is an adjective here. Kamlakar Bhagat, can you mute your mic?
जाकर भगत मैं आपको म्यूट कर रही हूँ बार बार आप क्यों अनम्यूट कर रहे हो क्लास डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है प्लीज डोंट अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ आप खुद को अनम्यूट मत करो क्लास डिस्टर्ब हो रही है आपके बैकग्राउंड से बहुत नॉइज है
ए, संग्राम बंद करणार आहे.
बघा म्यूट कर संकेत बघा म्यूट कर
गोपाळ कोणा केलं ते मीच केला.
Okay, so here is an activity for you. The heading is like same species, different homes. So the same species we see here are Bengal tiger and Siberian tiger, but they have different homes. So the activity is, why is Bengal tiger different from the Siberian tiger? So below the slide itself, they have, so the left side of the
Sir,
slide. Ha, yeah, yes.
the
Okay.
Bengal tiger lives in forest and
Ha.
the Siberian tiger lives in snow.
Yes, correct. So yeah, very good. So in the left side of the figure, you can see Bengal tiger. So Bengal tiger lives in forest, or we can say more clearly as wetlands. Wetlands are the lands where there will be more amount of grass. Yes. Kamla Karbol. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. So, wetlands are the place there will be. So, if you look at the background of the Bengal tiger, you can see more amount of grass, and there will be something like ponds and all. So, this place will be somewhat humid. Humid means there will be a much more amount of water in that places, water content in air. So you'll learn more about that. So these places are called wetlands. And if you see at the right side image, in the right side image, the tiger is moving, means the background of tiger is full of snow, so their habitat is snow. So why is the Bengal tiger different from Siberian tiger? The answer is their habitats makes
Sir,
them different. Ha, yeah.
where does Siberian tiger live?
Siberian tiger are mostly seen in Russia and Siberia. These are somewhat like, so if you take India, above India, somewhat 2 to 3 countries above India, there is Russia and Siberia. So Siberian tigers are seen in that places. So those places are mostly cold regions. So you can
Yes.
see Siberian tigers at that places only.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So in the slide, they show that Bengal tiger is different from Siberian tiger because their habitats makes them different. So I have a doubt here. What is habitat? Can someone say what is habitat? Just give it a try. So
Sir,
yeah.
home
Okay.
of the animal.
What? Can you repeat?
Home of the animal.
Yes, correct. So yeah. So okay. So this is the question, what does habitat mean? So there are three options: a place where an animal lives and finds food and shelter, animal habits, a sound an animal makes. So yeah, which is the answer? So yeah, as told that the answer is a place where an animal lives and finds food and shelter. So a place where an animal lives and finds food and shelter, it is its home itself, right? So home of an animal is called habitat. So yeah, so here you can see the option A is the correct answer. So option B is wrong because habitat does not mean that it is animal habits. If an animal is fighting or if an animal is angry or something, it habitat does not mean that. So option B is wrong, and option C, a sound an animal makes, that is not habitat. It is just sound, right? Or yeah. So a place where an animal lives and finds food and shelter is called its habitat. So yeah, so this is just for your information. A Bengal tiger's orange fur camouflages in the wetlands. Though he is much smaller, he makes a great swimmer to hunt his prey. So this means that if you look at the Bengal tiger, when you compare it with Siberian tiger, the fur of Bengal tiger is much orange in color, right? So it camouflages in the wetlands. Camouflages means if you have observed chameleon and all, chameleon, if it stands on one color, it will change its skin color to that color. So if a chameleon is standing on a wood or something, it will become brown after some amount of time. If it's standing on grass, it will become green. So something like that. So camouflage means it is making itself something like, so if due to the orange fur of Bengal tiger, it will be much harder to observe them in wetlands, right? Because yeah, if you can see the, yeah, I'll show you. If you can see, there are three circles near the Bengal tiger, right? So look at the bottom circle. So the grass are somewhat orange in color. The tiger is also in orange color. So it is somewhat difficult to observe tiger there, right? So as due to Indian climate and all, during hotter times and all, the grass will become dried and it will become orange in color. So the for its own survival, the Bengal tiger's orange fur helps in camouflages in wetlands. So, but if you look at Bengal tiger and Siberian tiger, the Bengal tiger is much smaller than Siberian tiger. So these are, so yeah. So these are some differences between Bengal and Siberian tiger. Though both of them looks the same. Bengal tiger and Siberian tiger looks the same, but they have some differences. As you can see, Bengal tiger is smaller. It is much orange in color, and so on. So he makes a great swimmer to hunt its prey. So, as I told earlier, in wetlands there will be much water bodies. So it should know how to swim, right? So if he knows how to swim, yeah, as you can see in the most left side image inside the circle, it is swimming. The Bengal tiger is swimming. So when it tried to catch his prey, it will try to escape by swimming and all. So as it tried to escape by swimming, it the Bengal tiger should also know how to swim. So this is the difference between Bengal and Siberian tiger. Siberian tiger lives in snow, so it need not know how to swim and all. So the Siberian tiger's whitish furry coat helps in camouflage in the snow. So if you look at the Siberian tiger, it is more something like most of its fur are in white in color. So as snow is also white in color, it makes it difficult to observe Siberian tiger in snow because both the fur and snow are white in color. So it camouflages, right? So he's stronger and faster to be able to survive the cold, harsh condition. So the Siberian tiger is stronger as it is bigger and is faster to be able to survive the cold, harsh condition. Because yeah, because yeah, something like Siberian tiger is much stronger and it lives in cold, harsh conditions, right? So it should be able to survive that condition. Guys, 1 minute. Yeah. So can everyone else mute their mic? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So okay. So we can continue with the story itself. I want to see it. I want to see it. Squeals Miriam. Wait, wait, says Tejas, laughing. This isn't high enough for you. I have an idea. Tejas drags a table and Miriam climbs on top of it. From here, we can see many more animals living in their home around the planet, says Tejas. Durgesh, Mahima, come join us, yells Miriam, calling out to her friends who are passing by. So, till this time, Tejas was the guy who was observing through the magical glasses and all. So, Miriam was her little sister. So, she, as she was short, she could not see through the magical glasses. So she told that I want to see it. I want to see it. So here you can see a new this squeals Miriam. Squeal may be a new word for you. So squeal means in a high pitched voice or something like cry aloud. So something like Miriam started to say that I want to see it. I want to see it. So she started to say it in a very high voice so that uh, Tejas takes an action so that she can also watch through that magical glass. Wait, wait, says Tejas, laughing. This isn't high enough for you. So the magical glass was somewhat tall, and yeah, somewhat tall. And Tejas told that he will drag a table and Miriam can climb on top of it. From here, she can also see many more animals around the planet itself, says Tejas. So Dargesh and Mahima was two friends of uh, Tejas and 1 minute, guys. Yeah. Okay, Dargesh and Mahima were two friends of Tejas and Miriam, and they were passing by, and uh, she called out her friend who were passing by. So Dargesh and Mahima also joined these two people. Yeah. So, oh, what is that? So when Miriam was looking through Okay. When Dargesh was looking through that, he said, oh, what is that? It looks like a sword in water, says Dargesh, clambering on top of a bucket. That, says Miriam, is the unicorn of the sea. It only lives in the water in the northernmost part of our earth, the Arctic. It is cold and dark. Kamlakar Bhagat. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, oh, what is that? It looks like a sword in water. So, if you see at the topmost image, it is something like a fish which has a long sword, long something like a. Have you seen unicorn or something in images and all? So, for unicorn, there will be a horn at the top of their head. So, something like that itself. This fish also has a long sword like something, long horn on top of its head. So Durgesh said that it looks like a sword in the water and clambering on top of a bucket. So he climbed on top of a bucket and said that says Miriam is the unicorn of the sea. So this fish is called the unicorn of the sea. So it is a special name given to the fish. It only lives in the water in the northernmost part of the earth. So northernmost part is called the Arctic. The southernmost part is called the Antarctic. So this fish is seen in the northernmost part of the Earth. So it is cold and dark, but home for the narwhals. So this fish is called the narwhal. So how do you know so much? Asked Tejas. So Tejas was the older brother of Miriam, but Tejas did not knew anything about these things. So he was like, how do you know so much? So he asked, smiling. Miriam shrugs and says, books. So shrugs, as you can see, lift shoulders when you are unsure. So shrugs like Miriam said, like she lift her shoulders and said, maybe books. So she, sorry guys, one minute.
Excuse me, sir, you are not audible. You needed that one.
Okay, yeah. So sorry. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, narwhal is the only fish with a tusk. Yeah. So we learned about narwhal right now. So narwhal, the only fish with a tusk. So this might be a new knowledge for you, right? So narwhal is the only fish with a tusk and is fondly known as the unicorn of the sea. So this unicorn of the sea is a special name given to narwhal. It is because narwhal has a horn-like structure uh, above its on its head, and as you can see in the third line of this page, the Arctic, it is cold and dark. So as it is so cold and dark, this fish should have some special ability so that it can survive in the cold water, right? So it has thick skin to survive the icy waters of the Arctic Ocean. So it has thick skin to survive the icy waters of the Arctic Ocean. So yeah. Oh, Mahima jumps and says, I read this story about an animal called the orangutan, but I don't know what it looks like. So Mahima, the friend of Miriam, told that she had read a story about an animal called the orangutan, but she didn't knew what it looks like. So she she asked Miriam. So Miriam, Tejas, and Durgesh was around her and around her. So Miriam told that the grape or ape of Indonesia and Malaysia, says Miriam, swinging her glass towards the east. Here you go. So Miriam knew about geography, animals, and all. So she told that orangutan is a great ape. Ape is the family of monkeys. So it is a great ape of Indonesia and Malaysia. So Indonesia and Malaysia are the countries in the east side of the globe. So she swings her glass. She moved her glass towards the east and told Mahima, "Here you go." So Mahima squeals. As I already said, squeals make a loud sound or make a high pitched sound or something like that. So Mahima squeals. The orangutan is eating a fruit and has a baby that is just like me. So while she was observing through the magical glasses, the orangutan was eating a fruit, and as you can see in the image, it had a baby orangutan with the mother orangutan. So Mahima told that the baby orangutan just looks like me. So she is comparing the size of the orangutan baby and her own size. So she told that the baby looks just like her itself. So okay, okay. Now a quick question. So this part is very interesting. Okay, okay. Now a quick question. Says Tejas. Can anyone tell me what this animal is? Dargesh says. So Dargesh. So yeah. So Tejas asked that he have a quick question. He showed a picture of one animal and asked everyone, Dargesh, Miriam, and Mahima, that can anyone say what this animal is? So Dargesh said that it might be zebra. Miriam said that it is a deer. Mahima said that it might be a buffalo. So as you can see that it is somewhat like a difficult question, right? So yeah. So as Dargesh, Miriam, and Mahima were confused about the about which animal that was. So those people are asking you guys for help. So help Dargesh, Miriam, and Mahima solve the animal puzzle. So okay, these are the clues. So can someone guess which animal this might be? It has a face of a fox. Face of a fox. Uh, so to describe fox, they have written sneaky and smart. Sneaky and smart means
Deer.
smart. Deer. It is not deer because it has a body of deer, face of fox, legs of zebra.
Smart.
Yeah, it is a good guess, but it. I'll say that it is somewhat a difficult question. I also did not know which animal this was, so it will be a new knowledge for you guys. Yeah. So face of a fox. So sneaky and smart. Sneaky means, yeah, it will be like it will something like sneaky is can be considered as an opposite word for honesty and all. So the face of a fox is described as sneaky and smart. So I guess you you have seen the cartoon called uh, Dora the Explorer. So in Dora the Explorer there is a fox. So you know the yeah, okay, yeah.
Is it zebra? Sir.
It is not zebra. It has the legs of zebra. Huh, yeah. It has the legs of zebra, but it is not zebra. It has the
Giraffe.
no, it is not giraffe. Yeah, but it is a good guess. It has a face of fox, but it is not fox. It has a body of deer, but it is not deer. Huh, Kamlakar, if you have any answer, you can say. Just give it a guess. Okay, yeah. So cool. So this animal is called okapi. So okapi is a animal that is seen in African area, African forest and all. So as I told, it is somewhat difficult. I also did not know about this animal before, so it is a new knowledge for both of us, right? So yeah, mm, yeah. So as you can see the image, okapi has a face of a fox. If you see the legs looks just similar like legs of zebra itself, right? So it has legs of zebra, face of fox, and body of deer. So it is somewhat interesting, right? So you came to know about a new animal. So Tejas giggles. Giggles means smiles or something like laughs in a soft way. And he told that none of these. It is the okapi that lives only in few forests of Africa. So this is somewhat like an rare animal. So animals are classified into many parts, something like common,
Yes.
rare, extinct, endangered, and all. I'll tell about
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Common means animals that we can see all around. Deer is a common animal, but there are different varieties of deer that are not common.
Yes.
So there are those animals are called common animals. Then rare animals means okapi and all are rare animals. Extinct animals means animals that were present in older times but are not present right now. So can someone tell about any extinct animal?
Sir.
Ah, yeah.
Dinosaur.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So dinosaur is an extinct animal. So animals that were present in older times and are not present right now are called the means extinct animal. So dinosaur is a great example for extinct animal. Another type of animals are called endangered species. Endangered species are the animals that are about to become extinct. Okay, so that are about to become extinct. So rhinocer and all are currently considered as endangered species because it so overall all in the world there are only means rhinoceros less than something like 800 or something. So this is also an endangered species. So there are much studies and all going on to take care about the population of those animals also, because everything should be coordinated, right? So something like every animal should be there. So as the number of rhinoceros, tigers and all are currently decreasing, scientists are learning about that, how these numbers are decreasing. So what all things that they can do so that they can increase the numbers and all. So yeah, we can continue with the story itself. So Durgesh looks up and say, "Can I have another turn?" "Sure," says Tejas. What? What is that bird? My audio is clear, right?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Yeah.
Your audio is clear.
Okay. So um, can I have another turn? Sure, says Tejas. What is that bird? Let me see, says Miriam, pulling at the glasses. Ah, yes, that is Arctic tern. So Durgesh asked Tejas that can he have another turn, and Tejas Tejas so Tejas told that yes, you can have.
संकेत संकेत
Okay, okay. So yeah, uh, Tejas told that you can have a look at the magical glass. So when Durgesh looked through the magical glass, he saw a bird, but he asked what that bird was, and Miriam told that it is an Arctic tern, a fantastic bird that holds the record for the longest migration. So Miriam knew much more facts about birds and all. So she told that this bird is called an Arctic tern, and this bird holds the record for longest migration. So Tejas asked, "What is migration?" So it is simply a long journey the Arctic tern takes for survival and better living condition. So migration, Miriam explained that migration is a long journey that Arctic tern takes for survival and better living condition. So we can learn more about migration right now. So yeah, so every year Arctic tern, from the name itself you can see that it lives in Arctic region. But due to climate and due to many reasons, I will tell about those reasons. Arctic tern moves from Arctic to the Antarctic and will come back. So this journey is called migration. So migration, birds migrate due to several reasons. Even humans migrate. So if you take a case of people will go from India to other region. People from other region comes back to India. So this might be for different reasons, right? So I came from Kerala to Mumbai for studies. So some might go from Mumbai to Kerala or Mumbai to other place, UP, Bihar, Delhi, or anywhere for work, job, for any other thing. So this thing is called migration. So birds, animals, humans, everyone migrate. So Arctic tern migrates from Arctic to Antarctic, and it will come back from Antarctic to Arctic. So this travel is called migration. So yeah, I'll give you an activity for you. From animals to people, what makes us travel? So yeah, these are the question I wanted to ask. Why do we move? Why do Arctic terns migrate? Why do humans migrate? So these are the two questions. Why do Arctic terns migrate? Can someone give me some guesses and all?
Sir,
Huh, yeah.
humans migrate for job purpose.
Yes, correct. So yeah, that is a correct answer. Yeah. So as you can see in the first option, to find better opportunities. So
For
better
education
opportunities.
also.
Yes, yes, correct. So just like we people itself, I live in Kerala, so I moved to Mumbai for better education. So now I am studying in IIT, so I can get better education, right? So I migrated from Kerala to Mumbai for better education. So people might migrate. So if I get a good salary jobs in other place, I will migrate to that place, right? So I will get better opportunities there. So yeah, so humans migrate for better opportunities. So the second is to escape danger during natural disasters. So I will say a case. Yeah, so in my hometown there is a place. So in every year there used to be floods and all in that place. So people lost their homes and all due to floods. So to escape danger, so flood is an example for natural disaster. So to escape danger, people used to move from that place to another place, and so that they can escape from danger like floods and all. So this is another reason for humans to migrate. So the next reason, to improve quality of life. So how the quality of life is improved? So if I can get better jobs and all, better homes, better places and all, I will move from my hometown to another place, right? So our life's quality will be improved. So uh, so in the left side of the slide, you can see why do Arctic terns migrate. Arctic terns migrate due to the first reason is to find food. Second is to stay in warmer climate. So the sometimes the Arctic region becomes too cold, so that the Arctic terns find it difficult to survive. So it will move from Arctic region to Antarctic region. So the second is to find food. So when it becomes too cold there, there will be only some type of fishes available in Arctic region. So can someone give me an example of a fish that lives in Arctic region? I'll give a clue. I just explained about that fish.
Hello, hello.
Can you repeat? Yeah, name of the fish is called narwhal. Narwhal, we discussed about it, right?
Hello.
Yeah, yes, correct.
To
So
find
yeah,
food.
so narwhal, we discussed about it, right? It has a long tusk on top of its head, and it has thick skin so that it can survive in cold water and all. So why do Arctic terns migrate? So the third point is to raise their young ones. So uh, for their offsprings and all, offsprings are called their babies. So to raise their babies, they will move from Arctic to Antarctic region or any other region. So that if Arctic region becomes too cold, the babies can't survive there. So what they will do is they will move to other place which has some warmer climate, which has better climates, so that the younger ones can survive there. So yeah, let's continue with the story. It's getting dark now.
Sir,
I am hungry.
sir,
Ah, yes, yes.
yes, question, sir.
Ah, yeah.
Where they migrate
So yeah,
from
as
Arctic?
yeah. So as you can see in this figure, every year, the Arctic tern flies thousands of kilometers from the Arctic to Antarctic. Arctic is the northernmost part. Antarctic is the southernmost part. So it will migrate from Arctic to Antarctic. So a thing is that when Arctic region becomes cold, Antarctic region becomes somewhat hotter. When Antarctic region becomes somewhat cold, Arctic region becomes hotter. Right. So when
Sir,
the yeah.
they are opposite.
Yeah, so the as you can see in the figure, Arctic region is the topmost part. Antarctic region is the bottommost part. Did you
Okay, sir,
understand?
okay.
Yeah, okay. So the climates in Arctic and Antarctic are just like the climates in Arctic and Antarctic are opposite. Means we'll call it as complementary. Yeah, okay. So we'll call it a complementary because something like when Arctic region is cold, the Antarctic region will be somewhat hotter, and when the Antarctic region is cold, the Arctic region will be warmer. Seema, can you? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. So, world record for longest migration. So, the Arctic tern is the bird which migrates the longest distance. So, this bird has the world record for the longest migration. So, yeah. It's getting darker now. I am hungry, says Miriam. So, no, one more, one more. Everyone says, okay, then last one, Tejas say. So, everyone was hungry. So, but Miriam said that she was hungry and it was getting dark now, so she wanted to go back. But everyone said that no, they wanted to look for more animals. So they told that they will look for one more animal and they will go back to their houses. So Durgesh says with a grin. Grin means a big smile. I have an extra special animal in my mind. So two more. So Tejas says that look at this. This is a kiwi bird from New Zealand in the southern hemisphere. So kiwi is the name of the bird and it is seen in New Zealand. So New Zealand is in the southern hemisphere. So if you cut the earth into two parts from the center, the northern part is called northern hemisphere, the southern part is called southern hemisphere, the bottom part is called southern hemisphere. So India is some part of India is mostly in southern hemisphere. No, yeah, India is mostly in northern hemisphere. So it is somewhat like half. So some part is in northern hemisphere, some part is in southern hemisphere, and yeah. So hmm? India is completely north. So yeah, so sorry guys. India is completely in northern hemisphere. The countries like Australia and all are in southern hemisphere. Australia, New Zealand are in southern hemisphere. India is completely in northern hemisphere. So they are the only birds to have nose holes, just like ours, at the end of their long beaks. They dig and use their noses to find insects and fruit to eat. So humans have holes in their noses, right? We have two holes in their noses. Kiwi is the only bird that have no holes in their nose. So all other birds, although they have noses, they don't have holes in their nose. This bird have nose holes just like ours, and they use the nose to dig. Dig means they will move the soil and use their noses to find insects inside the soil, and also they use them to find fruits to eat. So yeah, hemisphere, as I already said, one half of the earth. So yeah. So there is an activity for you. Feathered friend or fruity tree. Feathered means feathers, right? Feathers are the what do you
Yes.
say? The yeah, on the wings and wings of the birds and all you can see long projections. These things are called feathers. And fruity treat. So yeah, this is a question. So can you guys can go through it, and if anyone knows the answer, or you guys can just give it a try. Yeah. So I'll explain it with a name like a bird. So this thing has the name that is just like a bird. I might cause confusion. This thing might cause confusion, but wings and feathers just an illusion. Wings and feathers, some will say that these things have wings and feathers, but for this thing wings and feathers are just an illusion. Illusion means just an imagination. Slice me open, I am juicy and green. If you cut it, it is juicy and green. A tasty snack, not a flying machine. So it is something to eat, but this thing will not fly. Who am I?
Sir, is it kiwi?
Yes, correct. So yeah, so kiwi fruit. So as you already see, kiwi is the name of a bird. So we all know that kiwi is also a name of fruit. So that is something like yeah. So that is why in this sentence they told that I might cause confusion. So this might cause confusion because there is a bird named kiwi, there is a fruit also named kiwi. So the bird is a flying machine, but the fruit is a tasty snack, right? So yeah. So these are the things that I thought of taking in this class. So I am posting two activities with these things. So I guess this thing can be done by you guys right now itself, right? So
Excuse
what
me,
what
sir.
will be the answer for the first question? Yeah.
Sir, can you send yesterday's activity? Actually, my phone was getting off yesterday. That's why I didn't
Okay.
create yesterday's activity.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. This was yesterday's activity.
I'm taking screenshot, sir. Wait.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So yeah, this is today's activity. These are some simple questions. You can go through it. Yeah. So this is the main activity. So there are some words to match. The left side of the column shows the word. The right side of the column shows the meaning of the word. So you can match the words with the meaning. And there is an activity for you. Write your own sentences using any two of the above words. So use any two of the above words. Write something, some 2 to 3 lines about these words in English itself, so that you can get much better in English. I know you guys are very good in English, so you can get much better in English. And as you all know, English is a very important language. And yeah, so meanings are given here itself, so you match the words with their meaning so that you can know more about those words. Some of these words will be new for you, some of the words will you might know it before itself. So you can select any two words from this, write your own sentences using any of the two words. So if there are any difficult words in this story, though this is only uh, 1/4 of the story. So I have means I made this story into 4 parts, and I will take the story in 4 classes. So this is today's class. I will also add the word meanings and all, and I will send the PDF to you. So you can I will write the meaning in all English, Hindi, and Marathi, so you can refer to those. And yeah, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, yeah, you are all welcome to leave.
ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आपको कोई सवाल है भैया के साथ? भैया से कोई चीज पूछना है आपको? स्टोरी कैसी लगी, कोई बताना चाहेगा? कोई बताना चाहेगा?
अच्छी लगी।
जीवन कैसी लगी स्टोरी? अच्छी सब?
The story is very nice.
नाइस स्टोरी, वेरी नाइस। भैया जी अच्छे से समझा आपको? एक्सप्लेन किया अच्छी तरह से? ये स्टोरी जितना भैया ने पढ़ाया है उसका PDF, और जो आपको होमवर्क है उसका PDF टीचर्स को देंगे, वो आपको ग्रुप में देंगे। आप प्लीज उस होमवर्क को अपने कॉपी में करिएगा, वर्ड सीखिएगा, और कल इस वक्त फिर हम लोग वापस मिलेंगे, ठीक है? फिर इस स्टोरी को आगे बढ़ाएंगे भैया। बेटा okay, thank you so much. Good night everyone. Please join tomorrow at 7:25. Thank you beta, God bless you.
Okay.
Everyone, bye bye.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.